Hi everyone, and welcome to Come Dine With Me, Western New York. I'm Oliver Wolf.
And I'm Jan Farrington, and our show is made possible each week by some great local sponsors.
Businesses like our title sponsor, Diamond Cutters of Western New York, Artisan Kitchens and Bath, Key Video Productions, Ventura's Car Star Collision,
Eyes Downtown and Eyes on Harlem, and of course Seneca Niagara Resort and Casino. And you know, it is so important. We're talking about all these great businesses to support our local businesses, restaurants and non-restaurants as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. It helps the local economy, keeps people employed, you know, raises the standard. Also on the culinary side, you know, and we saw Buffalo region, Niagara region really skyrocketing on the culinary,
vibrancy,
you know?
which is so exciting.
Exactly.
Well, we've got some great television for you this afternoon. We have Chef Art Christie, and you're with one of my favorite people here at Seneca Niagara Resort, Karen Nordeby, the very fashionable and so talented.
Absolutely, absolutely. She heads up our banquet and events team, and if you can dream it, you know, she can make it a reality. That's what I always say. From an event, social event, corporate events, whatever you want to do, we can make that happen for you. On the food side, the event side, the service, and all that stuff. But first, even with some of the severe weather occasionally getting around here, there is really no better place to work and live than out here in the Buffalo area. And that's the guy from California saying that.
You know, I agree. I think we have shown that we can take what Mother Nature dishes out, and I just love the Four Seasons. I wouldn't want to be any other place.
Right now our chefs are off to the Snyder, New York, and they're about to invade the kitchen of some real Buffalo boosters. Welcome to the Fowler residence.
Well, I came here for my residency training back in 2006. And we actually weren't planning on staying in Buffalo, but it was such a great city to raise our children in, that we decided to stay.
I've never met friendlier people in Buffalo, so that really kept me here. And my kids were like, "We're not moving, Dad. We love it here."
My husband is a stay-at-home dad. He takes care of our 4 children, making sure that they get to school on time, making sure that their homework is done. He has a full agenda every single day on what he has to do.
My dad's very busy during the day. He makes all my siblings lunch and wakes them up. He does all the lawn work.
I actually probably text other women more than I text my wife, which could be a problem, but it's all innocent. She can even check my phone. It's mostly about rides to school and rides to practices, try to carpool a lot. It makes life a lot easier.
Like typical most older homes, the kitchen itself was very segmented into different rooms. We were probably only using less than 50% of the overall space.
It was small, it wasn't the best layout, and she met with Julie down at Artisans, and they pretty much figured the design out.
It was a huge renovation, but the people who did it, they were in and out within 6 weeks. They really made the process easy on us.
My dad is here from State College, Pennsylvania today.
He actually was an inspiration behind the kitchen. He himself is an interior designer.
What appeals to me about this kitchen is it creates an environment for people to stand around, hang out, communicate. It's the magnet of the house, and it really works.
I'm big about experiences, and I think that's more important than material things sometimes. Now that we've done the kitchen, I am just amazed at the experiences that I'm having with my children in this kitchen that makes it totally worth it.
Hey, you guys, how you doing? Good to see you. How are you?
After our meeting with the family, we discovered that Julia loves Asian food.
Asian food is without a doubt my favorite.
Krista's really astute on the Asian culture, and of course I spent some time overseas myself.
Today we did fresh cod with a tamarind and ginger sauce and a wonderful stir fry with pineapple and ham.
Today I did a simple, fresh Asian stir-fry vegetable, and I also did a pork-filled Chinese egg roll.
The most stressful part of my day is planning what I want to have for dinner and cooking it. If I could have something nice to cook, my stress will be lowered tremendously.
Okay, Mackenzie, I understand you're a vegetarian.
Yep.
And I'm going to show you a very, very quick and simple vegetarian dish. Stir-fried vegetables is very simple. You can use just about any vegetables that you like. Today we did broccoli, shiitake mushrooms, some shredded carrots, pea pods, snow peas. We did some little baby corn. You know, I really love Asian food, but I just find it so difficult to eat these little corns, don't you?
Yeah.
What do you think? Well, we're going to be a while. You'll be 15 by the time we finish it. And what we did was heat it up a wok, add the vegetables to it. Then I made a real quick slurry made with chicken stock, soy sauce, a little bit of water, and some cornstarch. That adds a little bit of thickening. It coats the vegetables, and then brought it to the table for presentation.
It was really nice of Art to cook vegetarian for me today, and it just shows that he's a really good cook and he can just change his cooking styles for anybody who comes into his kitchen. This is really good.
What do you think? No, seriously.
No, it's really,
Okay,
it's
you
seriously
really like
good.
it? Isn't that good? You did really, really well.
Hi, how are you? You ready to cook?
Good, great. Yes.
Well, how do you feel about seafood?
Love seafood.
I've got some fresh cod, and today I'd like to do the cod with a tamarind and fresh ginger sauce. The sauce was quite simple, tamarind concentrate with a bit of ginger, soy sauce, brown sugar, fish sauce, and a bit of garlic. This is cod. This is some beautiful fresh black cod. Very simply, the fish, I seasoned it with fresh lemon and a bit of pepper and dredged it lightly in cornstarch.
Just has so much knowledge to impart, you know, so I learned so many different things, especially cooking fish, which I love to eat fish.
That's perfect. And I'll get my pan nice and hot, and
Great.
we'll just saute that up. We pan-seared it in a bit of canola oil. Browned both sides, removed that, threw in our smashed garlic and some leeks, sauteed that out, and deglazed it with our tamarind sauce. Reduced that down right over the fish. Quick and easy, that's what I like about this dish, but full of flavor.
This is now going to be my new favorite dish, and it was so easy to make.
I can't wait to see your reaction to this tamarind. Isn't that good?
That is so good.
Something different, you know?
That is good.
Well, there you go.
Okay, Hank, I'm going to show you how easy it is to make these egg rolls.
I hope.
Now, I browned off some pork. Now, you can use chicken or turkey or beef or tofu if you wish, if you want to keep it vegetarian. And I just took a little ginger and garlic and sauteed. You can see it's still hot. We strained it to get off any of the excess fat, set it off to the side, but made sure it still remained hot. We took about a pound of shredded cabbage with some shredded carrots in there. And to that, we're going to add 4 scallions, okay? Sometimes known as spring onions. Then what we did was we made a little bit of a sauce, and that was with soy sauce, sugar, salt, a little sesame oil, and we mixed that together, got it all nice and happy. So now we're going to add our pork mixture that's cooked. See, it's still hot.
Yep.
We're going to add that to that. And to this, we're going to add our sauce. And I'm just going to keep turning this, because what's happening is that hot meat mixture is also wilting that cabbage, so you don't have to cook it. That's when you get your crunch when you're making your egg rolls. Okay, Hank, this is the fun part, assembling, get it all ready to go in the pan.
I've never done this before, so.
Me neither, so we're going to do it for the first time. We egg washed the outsides of our egg roll, and then we made the filling. I showed Hank how to wrap. He got pretty good at it, actually.
It was fun. He's pretty relaxed. He made me feel good about it. Gave me all the credit, of course. Credit where credit's due, I guess.
You know what? I think you've done this before. I think you got the hang of it. You did a perfect job. Look at it.
No, I never did, but I've
did a
eaten them
great
before.
job. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to eat some
That's what I'm good at. Okay.
Now we're going to cook them. So we're going to take them over to the stove. We got our oil nice and hot. Cooked it in some peanut oil for about just a few seconds, and then brought some Asian dipping sauce to the table.
Can't talk.
That means you like them, right?
Oh.
Come up for air. Take your time. Huh? See, you don't have to drive 7,000 miles to go to China. You can have them right here. You can make them right in your own kitchen.
Very good.
Everything was fantastic right from beginning to end.
Everything we prepared today, I totally enjoyed.
The new space works so well. It has now become a magnet for this family. This kitchen is awesome.
And it was fun to see my daughter on television and my father-in-law as well.
We have great memories, and there'll be great stories from this.
This is what it's all about, bringing everybody together and sharing this with my dad and my kids being here and my wife. And, you know, it was just a great day.
Come dine with me, Western New York.
This portion of the program was sponsored in part by Artisan Kitchens and Baths, Western New York's most interactive showroom.
Orazio's Italian Crepes is your window to the world. Treat yourself to our homemade crepes made with authentic ingredients like imported Caputo flour, mascarpone cheese, and Ghirardelli chocolate. Indulge in our all-natural small batch gelato with no artificial flavors and all the creaminess in the world. Take your taste buds on a journey right in your own backyard. Orazio's Italian Crepes in the food court at the Walden Galleria.
You'll feel right at home in Western New York's most interactive showroom. How interactive is up to you. Whether you know exactly what you want or you need a little help with the creative process, our interactive showroom and hands-on design team make it easy and fun. Let Artisan Kitchens and Baths make the possibilities come to life in your home. Visit us at 200 Amherst Street in Buffalo.
With Frontier Catering, it's easy to show your good taste. Chef Art Christie uses time-tested techniques and authentic family recipes to create a custom menu that showcases your personal style and your venue. And with Frontier Catering, your food is prepared fresh, on-site. For corporate events, unforgettable weddings, and other signature celebrations, it has to be Frontier Catering.
Every great meal starts with an appetizer. Today we're going to make a sun-dried tomato bruschetta. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take a heavy saucepan. We're going to make sure the saucepan is warm, and we're just going to put a little spin around the pan with a little bit of olive oil. While that's getting hot, we're going to take about 3/4 of a fresh onion, and we're going to slice it relatively thin. We're going to add that to our hot pan. You can hear the sizzle. That's what we want. Now we're going to take some sun-dried tomatoes, and these are sun-dried tomatoes in olive oil. I like to use these. They keep a little moist. They have a real nice sweet flavor to them. And we're going to take the sun-dried tomatoes. We're going to drain the oil off, and then we're going to add some nice coarsely chopped sun-dried tomatoes to our pan and saute these together. Okay. Now we're going to add our chopped sun-dried tomatoes to our sauteed onion mixture. And then I'm going to add a little bit of the oil. I love using this oil that's in the sun-dried tomatoes because it's just chock full with flavor. So I'm just going to add just a little bit, maybe a couple tablespoons or so. That'll do nothing more than enhance what we've already prepared. Okay, now we're going to add some fresh chopped garlic to our onions and sun-dried tomatoes. We're going to add about 2 tablespoons of sugar. What this is going to do is add a little bit of sweetness to our savory and our acid, which is our red wine vinegar. We're going to use about 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar. And then we're going to add about 1/2 cup of chicken stock. Now, if you want to make this completely, totally vegetarian, you can use a vegetable stock, about 1/2 cup. Then we're going to add 1 cup of water. A couple of turns of fresh ground black pepper. And a couple of turns of fresh ground sea salt. Then we're going to add a little bit of fresh thyme. I just love using fresh herb. And we're just going to kind of coarsely chop it. And now we're going to add that to our pan. We're going to give it one last stir. I got the flame on medium-high. And we're going to cook this covered for about 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, we're going to remove the cover, let it cook by itself for about 10 more minutes until it becomes the jam consistency that we're looking for. Okay, while our mixture is cooking on the stove, we're going to cut our bread. You can use ciabatta, you can use French, you can use Italian. Okay, now we're just going to take our bread and we're just going to brush it with some extra virgin olive oil. Again, we're going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. And now we're going to put it in the oven, bake it about 450 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes. We're going to take some of our goat cheese. You want to use room temperature goat cheese. And you want to take, again, some fresh thyme. We're just going to coarse about 1 tablespoon. And we're just going to add this to the goat cheese and give it a quick stir. Let's give it a shot now, see what we did. I got to tell you, no words are going to justify this recipe. This is fabulous. You got to try this at home. I'm Chef Art Christie from Frontier Catering. Come dine with me, Western New York.
This portion of the program was sponsored in part by Key Video Productions, television, video, DVD, and by Diamond Cutters of Western New York. To go to a more direct source, you'll need a miner's hat.
Welcome to Illy DePaulo's restaurant. It's a family affair here as we carry on tradition of my grandfather of serving great food, sharing stories, talking sports, and celebrating with friends and family at the Ringside Lounge.
"50 years ago, actually, Illy DePaulo's restaurant opened up as Illy DePaulo's Pizzeria, and that was the basis of our beginnings of Illy DePaulo's back in 1965.
My father had a basic sauce recipe, usually 5-6 ingredients, because he believed in the freshness. So he created this nice pizza sauce recipe that's been our house recipe for our pizza sauce for 50 years.
In Italy, it was very simple, very plain. Pizza was not the thick stuff that they had. I mean, when you go back, it was real thin, but a little bit of dough and just a good spice here and there. You baked it in the oven, that's what it was, but very tasty. That's the recipes that we continue to follow.
The two favorite pizzas that my dad used to make, one was a pizza, which was a nice little garlic oil, rosemary, and a little bit of Romano cheese on it, and then just baked very simple. And then the other one was, I think every employee that has worked here remembers what we call Illy pizza bread, and it is French loaf sliced in half, drizzled with a little Italian dressing. My dad put a little bit of black pepper on there, mozzarella cheese, baked in the oven. Everybody that has worked here in the 50 years has had at one point or another, and it is still here today. One of those favorites that it's a quick, easy meal.
That's my father's recipe, and when you're 285 pounds, it better be tasting, better be good.
It's always a great day at Illy DePaulo's. We'll see you at the Ringside Lounge.
Some say it's our amazing sports bar. Others, our relaxed and comfortable dining room. And then there are those who say it's our private meeting and banquet rooms where we take care of everything. Whatever draws you to Buffalo's best grill and catering, one thing's for certain, you'll always get a great meal. We pride ourselves on our casual atmosphere with very comfortable prices. Buffalo's best grill and catering, Southwestern Boulevard in Orchard Park. Stop in today and see why we're Buffalo's best.
And I'm here today with the First Lady of Catering of the Seneca Niagara Resort and Casino, Karen.
Great to be here.
Karen Nordeby, how are you today?
Great, thank you for having me.
Good. And Karen, we want to talk a little bit about our catering operation at the resort. And some of the items we're featuring there, we bring the cooking out to the guest, having live cooking stations. So versus giving you the big steak, we're making today a smaller version of it. It's a steak Diane. So shall we start?
Yes, we should.
All right, take our hot pan, put a little bit of butter in there. And then we start off with some fresh bacon. This is applewood bacon. You could use like pecan wood or, just a regular bacon if you want to cook that at home. And we get a good amount in there. And then our mushrooms, I picked shiitake for today. Those are shiitake mushrooms, very often used in Asian cooking as well. But you could use chanterelle or just your regular button mushrooms if you like. While we're waiting for that, what else can we tell our viewers about the catering operation at the Seneca Niagara Resort and Casino?
Well, what's great about our property is that it's all-inclusive. So when a guest or a bride particularly comes to the property, they not only can stay overnight with the beautiful overnight rooms that we have, the suites, but we also have a spa and salon where they can have their nails, hair. They don't even have to leave the building, so it's very convenient for all guests. Good. And we not only can hold their reception, but we also can create their ceremony space for them as well.
Now it's time to add the mushrooms. The bacon is nicely caramelized. See that?
I do see that.
Beautiful smell. I wish our viewers were here and could smell that.
It looks delicious.
Awesome. So we add our shiitake mushroom, a little bit of black pepper, some salt.
How long do you cook the mushrooms?
Oh, maybe just 2 minutes, minute and a half. Okay, now that our mushrooms are done, we're going to start on the steak. So we're taking our steak Dianes, again season them, ground black pepper, a little salt. We're gonna cook our steaks. Hear that, Karen?
I do hear
That's
that.
what you
That's
want
what
to
you
hear.
want.
You know, that's a good sizzle. And while the steaks are cooking, Karen, we also do not only the social business, but we do corporate as well, correct?
Right. One of the advantages to having your corporate event at our property is the fabulous food that we serve. We have breakfast, lunch, and dinner with our magnificent chefs. We can customize the menu to whatever you'd like to have.
All right, so I flipped the steaks over. See how nice the grill marks on there? Beautiful. And we let them go for, they're thin steaks, so maybe another half a minute or so. All right, and finally we finish our garnish. Do you like cappuccinos, Karen?
I love cappuccino.
All right, me too. So we came up with this nice garnish for the steak. It's a froth, like you have on the cappuccino, milk froth, but we're gonna add some horseradish. Now for beefsteak, horseradish, it's a marriage. You know, it goes together like nothing else. So I take some of this prepared horseradish and stir that in our milk. And we want to bring that to a simmer here. Okay, so we got this all incorporated. See, it's almost boiling, Karen?
I do.
And we have our handheld frother. You can get that like in a Williams-Sonoma, Target, or whatnot. I don't know if our viewers can see that. See how the milk froth is coming up? How is it, Karen?
It's delicious.
Good. Now, our viewers out there, if they want to book an event at our resort, how would they go about it?
They can contact the catering department. There are 3 representatives there, and myself is one of them. They can call me at 716-299-1240, and we'd be happy to help them with any of their events that they're looking to plan, weddings, banquets, black tie affairs.
Awesome. Well, only one more thing to say.
Come dine with me, Western New York.
So, Jen, how did you like that dish?
Oh, I think that steak, Diane, looked unbelievable. It looked like a lot of work, though.
Well, you know, it's those small plates that we finish off in front of the customer in events. You know, bring the cooking part out
It's
to the
so
guests, and then
impressive
you
when
know,
they
with
see
the
that.
horseradish froth on it, almost like you would have on a cappuccino, but tailored to the meat and stuff like that. So we play around with a lot of those things in events here at the Seneca Niagara Resort and Casino. So.
And you know, at the casino, I think this is a good time of the year. You know, the cold winter months, you're kind of like shut inside. To take kind of a staycation around home,
absolutely.
Come to the resort, book a room for a weekend or a couple of days, and you know, enjoy the spa, maybe do some gaming, catch a show. There's always
try the restaurants, of course.
Oh, all of the restaurants. You wouldn't even have to leave here. Go to the falls, because the falls is absolutely spectacular in the winter time.
A little bit crisp out there, but other than that, quite all right.
Well, everyone has a good heavy coat around here, so that shouldn't be a problem. But you know what? This is the time of year to do that. And this is the place, really.
Yeah. If you want to find out more about the resort, please go on our website.
SenecaCasinos.com, that's
Exactly.
right. But right now, our star mixologists, Shannon Callahan and Adam Nugent, they have some tips for us on crafting the perfect cocktail. It's called the Bitter Angel, and I've never had it, but I know they do great cocktails.
They do, yeah.
One of my favorite is the French 75. Let's see what this one's all about.
Today we are presenting Adam's favorite drink, the Bitter Angel. The Bitter Angel has Campari, Amaro Nonino, lemon juice, simple syrup, which is equal parts water and sugar, bitters, and the white of 1 egg. First, you'll want to chill your coupe glass. Next, add 0.5 ounces of Campari, 1.5 ounces of Amaro Nonino, 0.5 ounces of simple syrup, 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice, and 1 egg white. You'll want to shake this for about 10 seconds. Next, add ice and shake again. Now it's time to remove the ice from the coupe. We'll strain the mixed ingredients into our chilled coupe glass. Finally, floating 2 dashes of bitters. And there you have the Bitter Angel. Come on down to Savoy and have Adam make one just for you.
Closed captioning provided by Eyes on Harlem and Eyes Downtown. Better vision for a better life. And by
CarStar Relax, we'll take it from here.
You change your style. Why not your eye color? Comfort, breathability, stunning natural beauty. Whether you're in front of the lens or behind, your eyes tell a lot about you. Which color best suits your look? Well, that's up to you. Air Optics Colors contact lenses. Available at Eyes on Harlem and Eyes Downtown. Better vision for a better life.
Lockport's favorite restaurant and meeting place, the Village Eatery Italian Bistro serves the finest pizza, pasta, chicken, veal, and seafood. Our famous Friday night fish fry, homemade Italian bread, and old world sauce have kept Western New Yorkers coming back for over 35 years. Check out our vast wine selection and visit the Bistro Bar for a signature martini. For really great Italian-American food, it's the Village Eatery Italian Bistro.
At Ventura's CarStar Collision, we work hard to make the repair process easy. Our highly trained technicians will restore your vehicle to pre-accident condition in no time. And we provide exceptional customer service. But you don't have to take our word for it. There's only one name to remember, Ventura's CarStar Collision. Relax, we'll take it from here.
Let Diamond Cutters of Western New York save you money while providing only the very highest quality, beautiful diamonds. From the mines to a ring, a diamond may change hands several times before it reaches your finger. Each middleman adds a little more cost to your diamond. But for the past 35 years, our gemologists have traveled the world to bring uncut diamonds back to Buffalo, where we specialize in cutting and polishing, so we virtually eliminate the middleman. Our name says it all. Diamond Cutters. Visit WNYDiamonds.com to learn more.
That's our show for this afternoon.
And if you'd like any of the recipes you've seen on our program, just visit our Facebook page. There you'll have the opportunity to view all of our past shows, and you can check out what's happening in the restaurant world here in Buffalo and in Niagara Falls.
Also, if you're a local chef and would like to be guest on our program, it's easy. Just email our show producer and we'll do the best to get you on the program.
And we are a lot of fun to cook with.
Yeah, we certainly are.
For the production team at Key Video and everyone here at Come Dine With Me Western New York, I'm Jan Farrington. And what do you say, Chef? I think it's about time for lunch.
I'm buying, Jan.
No argument here.
Remember to support the local restaurants and remember, food rules.